do certain projects that will make you collaborate on Git. This is how you go about it. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the first thing you want to do is okay. There are several ways you could do this, right? So right now I'm gonna this live demo is with a colleague that is not with me here, but in this call as well. So you're gonna see what how we do it, and but the whole thing basically is having a repository on Git where that both of you can access. You have almost equal access, of course, not equal access. But he has, you can choose to work on the same branch, you can choose to work on different branches. I don't want to go into that in details, but just briefly, this is one way you can achieve that. So I'm going to create a repository here called demo. So I click here. No, that's not one. I click here, new repository, and that's it. So I'll call it demo. Okay, description. Of course, you need to describe what the repository is, what it's about, what right here now. Okay, that's it. I don't want to add a little bit from here, so I just go ahead and click repository. Once I click here, it is created. And I want to get my git bash. Whatever it is you're using, whatever terminal you're using, um, it's fine. It's fine, okay. But it's just the same thing. So it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be git bash. It could be some Linux system or Mac OS or your sandbox. Fine, it works. Anyway, so I want to do this now. I want to create a directory with the same name. No. So I'm going to cd into that directory. Now, what makes this directory a repository is the fact that it becomes connected to the one online here. You know, this is like let's liken this to uploading photos on Facebook. We are uploading our codes to Facebook, right? And we're having a copy in our local to have, just for to have it saved in the cloud. So I have just created a directory that's still just an ordinary directory, but I'm going to turn it into a repository. Okay. So now when you do ls-a, it shows you hidden folders. You can see that this place is empty. I don't want to go what this are right now. But I did that to show you something that once I died a certain command called make. All right. By this action, I have turned this guy into a Git repository. If you have a Git repository on your local, try entering this command in that Git repository. You discover a directory called .git. This shows that it's a Git repository, not just a directory. All right. So Git repository, I'm trying to imply that it's a type of directory, it's a directory, but not just an ordinary directory. So I won't go into what is inside Git .git directory right now. If you want to experiment on your own, so the next thing you want to do is you want to have something in this file. It doesn't matter if you have something inside this directory already, right? Doesn't matter. And of course, we need to have our PAT. You're going to see how my collaborator will how I'm going to invite him or add him up, and how he's going to receive it, accept it, and join, and how he's going to start working on the same repository with me as though it is his own. How he's going to clone it. And for that purpose, let me pause here a bit. Let me deviate a bit. I need to go and get a PAT because PAT is something secret. I'm not supposed to be showing my PAT in this kind of meeting. So I'm going to create a new one that I'm going to show here and delete after this meeting, after this demo. Okay, so as that again, I think settings. So settings. I hope I do remember exactly. Um, bam, 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 bam.
Not the
Okay,
repo
can someone help me?
settings.
I don't see.
Not the repo settings. The settings at the top right. Your icon.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Go to the top right.
I went
Yeah.
the wrong way.
Yeah.
I went the wrong way, and I was. So do I go here? It to be developer set. It's developer setting or something.
Yeah.
Do I go here? Mm, okay. Here we go. So developer setting. I want to create a PhD. I'm going to give it the necessary. Um, Look at the personal access token. You want to give it the necessary permissions to. So, um, hi, this guy is looking strange now. This how he behaves.
Yeah. 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 They've upgraded the thing. They have a something called fine grain. It's still on beta.
That should click on token
Yeah. The
classic.
the classic one is the yeah.
That's interesting. So I'm trying to teach and learn in the process. Okay, I have two repository, two PhDs here already. I think. Okay. So I'm going to create a new one for the purpose of this class for general use for what for
Yeah. The
fine grained
general
postcode.
use.
Wow, these are quite new things. So I want to authenticate, do some authentication. I'm going to use my password. All right, so here we go. You want to write a little note. You know, it's for you. Remember what yours it is about. You want to give it the expiry date. You can say no expiration. You can customize it. You can take any day you want uh, among the options listed. So you give the necessary permissions. So I want to have full control of private repositories, and I want to use it. I want to be able to delete packages with it. Okay, let's not go there now. Um, okay, admin. Yeah, I want to tell you with it. So just pick the necessary. If you don't take okay, I want to be able to delete triples as well. If you don't pick the necessary uh, or the appropriate, if you don't check the appropriate options, you may end up limiting yourself and not being able to do a lot with it. Let's assume that I want to use SSH key as well, which I don't want to use, of course. I think I have enough permission to make this thing work. Admin, repo hook, what's this? I'm not sure what it is, but let me take it as well. Public key. I'm even picking unnecessary ones as well. Okay, so here we go. And then I click generate token. This is the point where I have to copy it. If I don't copy it here, I may not see it again. I don't know why they've changed that style. But I do know that this is the best time to copy it. So it's copied now. Let me paste it somewhere to be sure that um, does not have accident of losing it. Okay, so here it is. Not saved anyway, but let it be there. So I'm going back to what I was doing. Confirm that I'm still in this call, please.
Yes.
Good, thank you. All right, so I want to make this directory that is created. Uh, no, I created them separately. I did not git clone anything. I want to make sure that it is now in sync with what I have online on my Git, my GitHub, so that it will not become it. Okay, so how do I do that? Let me have a readme here. I think this command is not strange to what's here. Mm, Excuse me, please. Wow. Okay, so I do echo, let's say, um, 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 the demo. So read me dot md. I think I want want to do some make it look more presentable. Add the description. Okay, here we go. So I have a readme here, and that's just it. So next thing I want to try to add it. Okay, so I do git add. You know this command, I believe. Git add, and I want to add the readme. Of course, dot will work. The git add dot we used to do will work. Dot means add everything here. It will still work. So I go, and I want to write my commit message. So the next thing I do is git commit. I think and um, let me call this readme file. It's important what you write in your commit message. So don't present yourself wrongly. So after now, I want to determine the branch. I want to rename the branch. So I go git branch. I want to be sure it's main. Main. So capital M. I don't want. I want it to be. I think capital M. I'm not sure. I think it makes it case sensitive or something. I'm not sure now. You may want to um, um, make a research on that. Okay, so here we go. It's getting set up. It's all getting set up. So the next thing I want to do is to add, make my do my git remote add. So I go git remote add origin. So I'm setting it now. If you know what remote does, I'm setting it going to be added as uh, okay. And that does not need too much emphasis. I'm just trying to have a a copy. I want to have a how do I put it now? A place where I can have my contents that are in sync with the one that is there. This is just one of it. I could have it in several places. You know. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to make sure my P80 comes in at this point. If it does not come in at this point, then I may not be able to access this guy freely again. At what point do I post my PEP? Now this is something if you watch is on the screen already, right? You can see it's giving GitHub that is helping me get the command to do that, get them done, all done. Okay, this guy is looking like wow, wow. Uh, it's not looking like the normal one again. I hope it's not SSH I'm using now. Wow.
Yeah,
Somebody confirm. Is this the usual way
I
it
think
looks like?
it's looking weird. Kind of. You're using the SSH, not the
SSH,
HTTPS.
sorry. I think.
Yeah,
I
this is
wanted to
the
use
SSH.
HTTPS.
Yeah, you can change it
Okay,
though. I think
yeah,
yeah,
looks like this, right?
yes, slash
Uh,
slash,
slash P80, right?
yeah, pat then at github.com slash username and
Thank you so
then
much.
yep.
In case you wonder what SSH is, don't worry. You'll get to know one day. You get to know one day. Trust LAX, it will take you to that place. So here is my um, um, right. So I'll paste it here. Shift insert for people who use Git bash. So for me, I now do at github.com slash my username slash name of the repo dot git. I think this is it. All right, so here we go. It's set now. It's all set. So I think I'm ready to push right now. But for my first push, I need to do git push, and then I put this guy, and I want to show that I'm taking it to We are all set. Let's see. So you can see now that I didn't have to git clone, but now it's let's confirm whether what I push is on the internet. It's on the internet now. It's on Git right now. So I'm going to refresh this. You look at the demo. Look at it. It's now inside the file, README file. So how do we now add collaborator? That is where I'm supposed to click that first settings that I clicked before. This one, uh, not this one now. This one is the one we are going to create PAT. This one is for the repo. So I click here and I click on collaborators and then I click on add people. And the person I want to add goes by the name Abiodu Shitu. So let's see, Abiodu, look at it. I don't look how far Shitu. So I choose. You can use the email or the username on GitHub or the beginning on GitHub. So once I click add Shitu to this repository, now I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to have him share his screen, and then he will finish the remaining part of the demo and push something to uh, uh, Git as well. So you see it, and then that will be all for this particular section. Okay, and so I've added him. You're going to see what happens. He's supposed to get an email right now. You know, in the email that he's using. Creating GitHub. The email that's linked to GitHub, he will receive an email there, and from there he will accept it. And once he does, it will it's showing pending on my screen, pending invite. It will not show that he has been accepted, which I may not come and show you later. But you'll be seeing the screen how you will not accept it. So you will also use PAT to git clone it. You will see where does PAT comes in. I mean, he's not going to use his username again. He's still going to use my username because it is me. It was me that created it. Okay, enough of the talking. I'm going to stop sharing now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thank you very much, Topman. So, like I said, since Topman is my partner for this project, which is a demo project, so now that he has already sent a collaborative invite to me, all I need to go to is go to my email, go to my inbox. I will receive a mail. That's the email you used in registering GitHub. Okay, you receive a mail from Topman. You can see he invited me. All I need to do is just to view the invitation and then accept the invite to the repo. So that will be a collaborator to the repo. I can contribute, I can make changes to the repo and do all sort of things for the project or anything we are working on. So I'm just going to accept the invite. Now I can see the repo. So now if I want to now work locally on my own system, okay, since him is working locally on his own system, the only thing linking us together is this GitHub repo, but it is on what? It is on his own account. The only thing linking us is this demo repo. So now I want to work locally on my own system. All I have to do is to clone this particular repo. Just copy this HTTP link to the repo. Then go to my terminal. So I'm just going to open my terminal now. Then let me just increase this a minute. So all I need to do is to navigate to anywhere I want to have this repo saved. So I'm just going to navigate to document, let me see, learning, ALX, let me just put it there. No, let me just put it there. Okay, so all I need to do is this is the command to clone, git clone, then I'll paste what I copied. Now, mind you, before you go ahead, before you press enter, there's always a personal access token at this point. Okay, then PAT at. So this is the place where you have to input your personal access token. You can see the repo belongs to Topman. I'm a collaborator to this repo. We are working on the same repo but on his own account. I don't have to create the account. That's why he has sent me a collaborative invite. All I have to do is just to clone the repo. And the reason why I have to use my own PAT is just to authorize that I'm part of the collaborator of this particular repo. So I created a demo PAT, so I'm just going to copy it and paste it there. Okay, so here after the https:// you paste your personal access token. There you have at github.com/ then the username of where the repo is. Okay, see, not your own username. You that this is the collaborator, this is not your own username. Is the username of your partner that created this repo. Okay, but this PAT has to be your own personal access token, not your partner's personal access token. Okay, so all you just have to do is to press enter, and it's going to to clone the repo for you locally on your on your system. So if I should list the content of this directory now, I'm going to see demo, okay, which is the name of the repo. So I'm going to navigate into the repo. Then you can see the name of the branch is main. If you know how to interpret your terminal well, you should know that this is the name of the branch, which is the default branch. You know, it changed from master to main earlier on. So if I should list now, I have just a readme file. Okay, let's say for instance I'm supposed to update this readme, probably with my name as a part of collaborator to this particular project. All I have to do is to open up this readme file with any of your favorite text editor on the terminal. It can be Emacs or VI. I'm conversant with VI. So now you can see this was what he added. So all I need to do is to add a third line, which is stating that I'm part of a collaborator to this repo. So I'm just going to say that let me just say, okay, contributor. This can be anything. Or contributor. I'm just going to type my name, Abiodun Shitu. You can make this link to your GitHub profile, whichever way you want it. There are ways to actually do this. Is to put it in this. README is a Markdown language. It's a Markdown. It has a syntax of writing. There's a syntax of writing a good README file. Now I'm trying to link this my name to my to my GitHub profile. All I have to do is to just go and copy my own GitHub my own GitHub URL and then paste it here. Okay, inside this bracket. So now this anytime you click on this Abiodun Shitu, is going to link you to this my own GitHub profile. So that means I just added this line that I'm a contributor to this project. Okay, so I'm going to save and then quit. Now I'm going to add commit and push these changes, which was to update the readme file. So I'm going to git add, since it's just the readme file, just git add readme. Then the next thing is to git commit with a message. There's a conventional way of writing a message, so I'm just going to say update readme file. Okay, then after updating, I'm going to after committing, I'm going to to push. So all things being accurate, is not supposed to prompt me any kind of message to enter password or to enter username or anything. It's just going to push. Depending, I think my internet connection is a bit slow, but okay, yeah, you can see it's pushed without an error to this repo. So let's go back to the repo and confirm whether the changes I made, this was when I accepted. This was just what is there. Now if I should refresh this page, I'm supposed to see that line that I added, contributor Abiodun Shitu. So let me just refresh the page, and oh, there you have it. Oh, I'm supposed to actually leave an extra line, but you see what it is. If you can see, this is a link to if I should click on this, it's going to take me to my own profile because I made it an hyperlink to what, to my GitHub profile. Okay, so this I've already what made a contribution to this, and what, and you can see here we are now what, two contributors to this particular repo, which is me, and what, and the owner of the repo, which is what, Topman. So I think that concludes my own part of what, this section as what, a collaborator to this what, to this project.
Yeah, thank you so much. You may share. Let me share, and then I think I want to need to do one more thing before we end this particular
Okay,
segment.
so
Um, one more thing.
go
So,
on.
I'll share. Let's go. Let me share. Okay, we're making progress. Um, at this point, you want to because you're working on the same branch. Of course, you need to be very careful. You're working on the same branch, and there are things um, you want to make sure you do. One of which I'm going to demonstrate. You know, because you're going to be having files with the same names. You know, yeah, you're most likely going to be having files with the same name. You tell the person work on this, let me work on this. Okay, work on the function for this, let me work on this. You know, so let me share my screen and show you the right thing to do when you do such. I'm just going to emphasize git pull. That's that repo now. Maybe still here. Yeah, git pull. Now he has done something. Look at the changes he has made. He has put his name. He said, contributor. I'll be able to shoot you. Now I don't. There's a mistake. He didn't leave the extra line. So I want this guy to come on another line, and I want to add my own name too. So but these changes he made, like he said, the connection between us is the repo online. The changes will not reflect on my terminal here. You know, can't read me is still the way I put it before pushing it. You can see it. So to get that changes, I enter git pull. Git pull. This one, forget about this one, and I don't want to talk about it now. So it has been pulled now. Let me cut into the readme again. You will see that the changes he made is now there, right? So I want to now arrange it very well, and I'll not do much. I'll just put only a line and stop because I think we've taken enough time for this. So let me use my Vim test editor, and then so I'll just go and add a line here so that this one will come down, you know, so that it will become like a fresh paragraph like that. So escape. So I will now git push and git add rather add the readme. Some of you just do git add dot without knowing what the dot means. So dot every time you're doing dot, it's not bad anyway. But then I have to push what you want to push. So git commits. Let's remember to use commit that makes sense, commit that shows some maturity, you know. Let me correct that. That shows that you know what you're doing. Let's now do is git push. So this is us collaborating, you know. Anytime once you are collaborating with somebody, before you do start typing your code, git pull, the person may have made some changes. Let me refresh here now so you see what happened. So it has come down now on a new line, you know, a new line. You know, and you can see, you know how he did this. It's now a link to his profile. Okay, if I click on it, I should appear on his profile. That's just by the way, anyway. That one has to do with markdown syntax. Okay, thank you very much. This section ends here. Thank you very much.